All right, y'all. So we just did the SmackDown review, and we're gonna go ahead and do the next two videos. I'm probably gonna do them together, actually. So, first story of the week. Haven't been able to talk about this at all, but Vince McMahon has stepped down from the WWE role that he has as CEO of and chairman of the board, and he's giving it up to. We'll talk about that later. Now, the reasons for him stepping out, if you guys don't know and been living under a rock, and I'm the first person to break it to you, shout outs to me. He apparently used WWE funding to secure an affair with a ex-worker, and the reason how they found out was that the ex-worker's friend emailed the board about it. But the whole agreement was not to say anything. That's why he paid her $3 million for shut up money, I guess. So, basically, like I was saying, he hired somebody, paid them $100,000 salary for the woman, then raised her after they started. It gave her a raise after they started having an affair, according to everyone else in the world. This is what happened, and he gave her a raise of another $100,000. So now she was earning $200,000, and then she decided to step away from the company. And they were like, "Hey, here's $3 million. We'll give you $1 million in advance, and then the rest throughout blank, just so you can shut up and not talk about the subject." Basically, what happened, or at least everyone in the investigation, is what seems to be happening. So yeah, Vince McMahon steps down. Taking over is Stephanie McMahon, which is not bad. Not bad. Not by the tone of my voice. You probably were like, why is he upset? I'm not upset. The thing is, Vince is technically not losing power. He's just not doing all the corporate stuff. He's still going to be the creative director, or however you want to call it. He's the person who says who's going to win and who's going to lose type stuff. So he still has the go say when it comes to creative, and so nothing much is gonna change. Let's all be honest, of the booking for the shows, because he's still the one making the shows. If you catch my drift. So that's not really the reason why I have this tone, but Stephanie McMahon was released, or she stepped away from the company as chairwoman, or as brand director or whatnot, or whatever you called her position. And majority of the outlets were saying it was because of what happened to Triple H and his problem, and she wanted to spend time with her family. And that was only a month ago, and now she's interim CEO of WWE, and now the new chairwoman. So shout out to her. Hopefully the investigation goes through and we all find out what actually happened, or the board finds out because if the money came from WWE, they'll probably try to force Vince out of the company altogether. Like, it can change. And so while the investigation is going on, Vince decided to step away for now, until, but don't get excited. It's not the first time. I believe it was like 2009. I was only 9 years old. Vince actually stepped down, and Linda, his wife, actually took over as director. I believe it was 2009, or maybe that was the year he gained power back. I don't know, but I know it's not the first time he stepped away from the company. So there you go. I said I was gonna make 3 videos, but you know what? I'm just gonna make 2. I'm tired. Sasha Banks is reportedly been released by WWE. Terrible mistake by them. They should have paid her the money, or they shouldn't have released her at all. They should have treated her with more respect. If you guys were living under a rock, her and Naomi were tag team champions. The goal was, I believe, maybe Hell in a Cell. One of the tag team champs faces the Raw Women's Champion, and the other one the SmackDown Women's Championship, and they would both lose to the champions to catapult the Women's Championship titles, but diminishing the tag team titles. and they didn't feel like they were respected, so they put their titles onto John Laurinaitis' desk and said, "Have a nice day," walked out, and we haven't heard anything since. Report this, report that, reporters saying everything all over the world, and now we're eventually to this part where the reporters are now saying that Sasha Banks has been released from WWE. All right, guys. My initial thoughts were, hey, I mean, if she goes somewhere else and is happy, cool. But I mean, she wanted to do movies as well, so maybe she just goes to Hollywood and maybe comes back later on. Maybe she goes to AEW, but I don't really think she would, for now at least. But this is if it's true. But if it's not true, hopefully they can work out something, because Sasha Banks is an A+ player, no pun intended, for the Stephanie McMahon stuff. But I believe that now that Stephanie's up as the chairwoman, maybe things will start looking up for the women's side of WWE. Maybe they start doing a couple more different things. Maybe they start bringing more new talent from NXT, putting more talent into NXT. That way the outgoing talent can go to the brands. That way they can actually have tag teams and actually have people to fight for the titles. So hopefully all that starts to change. We probably won't see a lot of changes though, because, you know, the investigation and all that still is going on. And of course, Stephanie's going to have to do a lot of work now. So yeah, I mean, Sasha, sad news if it is what is being reported is true. But yeah, with that being said, the comment the king. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more like this. Make sure you guys like the video, it helps me out a ton. That being said, the comment the king. Catch you guys next time. Peace.